This is our GreenStalk garden. This was, we ordered this last year. Oh, let's just showing it. So it's came packed with some nice paper. Pull it out and you can take a look at it.
So we're gonna plant this today.
We've been waiting all winter long. So it's a stackable stuff. I can see what happens is one nest inside the other, doesn't it?
Made in the USA.
Made in America, and it's very substantial. Man, that's like some tough looking. That's some tough stuff.
It's pretty. That's pretty. It's
sweet.
Nice. Of course, a woman would think it's pretty. Pug is sitting on. Look at here, Pug. Pug-nita, what are you doing, girl?
Here, I'm gonna cut the plastic loose from it. Go ahead, just stand back a little bit so you can see it. So it comes packaged up really well. These must be separators that separate.
It comes with a how-to right there. See the little that paper right.
Oh, okay, cool. I was looking straight down on it. So yes, it shows you how to stack it. Can you see that? So this
awesome.
So folks, this is one of the coolest things. We put it together and it stands. Gee, it's over 4 feet tall, maybe 5 feet tall. And so you see, I haven't locked it together really well, but I mean, I just put the top one in here. But each of these, you see that's not been set yet. We want to take it back apart. So this is cool. This is like a water reservoir up top. You're going to pour water in here. It's going to seep through these holes, and then it's going to go down through these various different levels. Since that one's snapped together, I'm just going to lift it off. And so you got these little. Then the water's going to fall down into here and redistribute down to here, and so forth and so on. And it just keeps going down. The water does. And that's going to be very cool. You can put 30-some different plants in here. And what do? You fill these these reservoirs of soil here up to about 1 inch from the top. And you can plant strawberries, vegetables, flowers, whatever you want to. So we're going to put this baby together and get started. These are all the different parts of it, and they all interlock. They're all basically the same. They have this, of course, little interlocking things here on the bottom that allow you to connect these together. We've kind of chosen this place in our garden that's fairly level and got some rocks underneath it. We've let it dig down in. Connect these, of course, with this. We're going to go ahead and put the dirt in first, and just like it says in the instructions. And then we're going to connect everything, stack it all up, and then we'll start planting in it. Okay, so I'm going to make a note of this. We have bought this size of potting mix.
So what size is it?
That is 50 quarts of a Miracle-Gro potting mix. Yeah, it took half of one of those to fill up one of those. So we're going to have to go back to the store and buy some more.
At least 3 bags.
And I'll say this too, it was nice to have 2 people to help make sure that every one of these things got in. I started one side, Nikki the other, and we went around and made sure that every single one of those things locked together, the little interlocking parts. So I would recommend you have 2 people just to make sure that you're not struggling against yourself. I need to, of course, show you that these things go with these little trays go in between each one of these, and you want to make sure that the little hole, you can turn it a little, each hole is pointed toward one of these little cups.
Because it's water reservoirs.
Yeah, it's water. Water's going to drip down in there and go into that, and it's going to water from the top down. Okay, so as you can see, a revision here. We didn't come all the way to 1 inch from the top. I hope that's okay. I hope it doesn't settle down in there.
We can add more.
Yeah, we can add more later if we need to. But that's how it did with 2 bags of 50 quart. So we're 2.5 inches from the top on this one. We might go back to the garden place and get some more. Yeah, add some soil. All right, and so there it is, complete. With what we do, you pour your water up in here. It's going to drip down to each level below eventually and water every bit of that, and you don't have to keep coming around and watering it.
Show Susie Key.
Oh yeah, Susie is watching us. She doesn't like the camera very much.
All right, let's plant some stuff
Plant some stuff in there, yeah. Okay, so we put some strawberries in the third thing here, and we got some spinach in this side here. We've not put anything in the top yet, so we got 2 levels. We're gonna go find some more. Of course, right now it's mid-March, and there's not a whole lot of vegetables out there that we can buy. But
we need to get a frost covering in case it frosts.
We think that's one of the cool things about it. So we've got our whole raised bed garden here. Forgive us, it's a little bit messed up right now. We're just getting ready to till all this up. Yeah, getting ready to fix it all up. But if it starts to frost, you can't protect something like this. This, you can throw a big sheet over the whole thing, and you're going to be just fine. So sweet. Awesome job to the people that made this. So Nikki did put some snapdragons in it there, and I put a good bit of water in, so it's dripping down. You can actually see in there. See a little bit of water dripping down in there. So it will go down into all the various different levels, hopefully. and water everything, we're gonna have to add a little bit more dirt around some of these. And so folks, we're just gonna give you little updates as the year goes on as to how this works, because this is kind of a new concept for us. It might be easier gardening this way. You get 4 or 5 of these instead of a whole lot of this, although that's really cool to have this too. Peace to all who watch the channel. Subscribe if you like. Oh, we have a pug in the video. Here's Nico to see things, bud. What do you think of it? You gonna pee on it?